My name is Amélie Fradette, and I am a cellist in your Buffalo Philharmonic Orchestra. For as long as I can remember, music was always part of my life. I was born in a town called Saguenay in the province of Quebec, up north in Canada. And I grew up in a very artistic family. My mom was a music teacher and my father an art teacher. So music would be playing around the house a lot, and my parents initiated me to classical music at a very early age. Around the age of 7, my parents took me to a symphonic concert, and I remember my attention was directed towards the cello section the entire time, and I was just fascinated by that instrument. I don't know if it was the sound it was making, the way it was held, but in my little child's mind, I was thinking, I want to play the cello. At the time, I was taking lessons on the recorder, and my mom found out that a cello studio was going to be opening at the school where she was teaching at. So she asked me, do you want to give it a try? And I said yes, and the rest is history. So all these experiences I've had during my childhood and my teenage years were music related. I did a lot of summer festivals, competitions, recitals, and these rich experiences really shaped me, not only as a musician, but as a person. I don't remember asking myself, what do I want to do when I grow up? I always knew, the answer was always clear, I want to be a musician. And in a way that served me well, because I always had this desire to go further and to learn more, and that drive that I had propelled me in the direction I wanted to go, and eventually brought me to the United States to study at the Cleveland Institute of Music. Back in 2007, I had the chance to play a very special instrument, a cello made in 1759 by the Italian maker J.B. Guadagnini, thanks to the generosity of the Baird family in Buffalo. During that year, I was traveling to Montreal, and I visited a friend who also happens to be a very talented violin maker. Her name is Isabelle Wilbeau. And I showed her the instrument, and I was telling her I've fallen in love with the cello and I have to give it back in a few months. So would you be willing to make a copy of it? And she accepted, and I was so happy. I was able to be there every step of the way of the making of my instrument and eventually see it come to life. That was a unique experience. And when I play my instrument now, it feels very similar to the Guadagnini, and I'm very pleased with the sound of it. I admire a lot of different musicians. Of course, the masters of the cello like Rostropovich, Pablo Casals, Leonard Rose, but also young, emerging talents. It's always nice to discover new faces in the cello world. I find that very inspiring. But if I had to name one person who I have admired for many years, I would say Yo-Yo Ma. I've listened to Yo-Yo Ma's recording since I was a kid, and I like that he's always thinking outside of the box. He's always exploring new ways and making connections with people through his music, and to make it accessible to everyone. To me, that's the definition of a true artist.